The Analogue and Supreme collaboration has been getting ripped to shreds since it was announced, so now that mine is actually here, let's talk about it. If you're not already familiar with the Analogue Pocket, it released back in 2021, and it is not a Game Boy. The Pocket uses FPGA technology to recreate the hardware of handheld systems like the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, giving you an experience that's almost identical to playing those games on the original systems. Now, I am not an FPGA expert, and I wouldn't even really consider myself a retro gamer. I'm just a gamer. I like old games, new games, and everything in between. And while the Analogue Pocket was on my radar back in 2021, and it was something that I really wanted, I couldn't bring myself to purchase it at that time. I was intimidated by the possible modding, setup, upkeep, and everything else that a device like this could require in the long run. Combined with the price, it just didn't seem like the right fit. So I did some more research and I bought the Miyoo Mini Plus instead. I've had this since 2023 and it was around 80 bucks. And this was my introduction to retro game emulators. Ironically, this just made me want the Analogue Pocket even more. So this was a week 1 Supreme drop. I placed my order on Thursday. It arrived on Saturday and I had it delivered to the FedEx location nearby me. I am a bit concerned by the way this package looks. Seems like it went through quite a lot on its journey from New Jersey to New York, but let's go ahead and open it up. It also feels very soft, almost like it got wet on its way here. We did have a lot of rain, so that could possibly be it. Yeah, all of this cardboard in here is like very soft. The paper is also kind of damp, but here we are. It wasn't a debate for me between the red and the gold at all. I thought the 24 karat gold plated option was just a little too much, even for me. So I went with the red. Now the box is not in great condition, as you can see. Not sure what that is here on top of the box. And there's a ding right there on one of the corners. So not great. The glossy red is super nice. This thing is beautiful. I know some people think it's tacky, hideous even, but I think it looks sick. This is an aluminum Analogue Pocket, so it has a nice weight in hand. Feels super sturdy. It'll probably be a fingerprint and smudge magnet, but I don't care about that. This Supreme Analogue Pocket retailed for $498. I paid $540 after taxes because Supreme does free shipping on orders over $250. For reference, the previous Analogue aluminum edition was $499. So Supreme actually didn't price gouge. This is like the one time that they didn't tax their audience. So this is very much in line with Analogue's usual pricing. I'm not gonna sit here and say that $540 is not expensive. That is a lot of money. It is a ridiculous price. However, for someone in my specific situation, I was previously looking at the Analogue Pocket Game Boy Color series, specifically the pink one. I love the pink one. That one currently goes for around $750 resale. And I wouldn't say that I saved money. That would be some crazy girl math. But I will say that this collaboration came at the right time for me. As someone who has enjoyed Supreme for a number of years, who wanted to buy an Analogue Pocket, and with no news of an Analogue Pocket aluminum edition or Game Boy Color series restock, this purchase made sense. Again, for me. Now I'm dying to boot this thing up because I hear that there's a Supreme loading screen, so let's go ahead and do that. Oh, that's sick. That is cool. Very nice little detail. Function-wise, this aluminum pocket is the same as the other current devices. It is just the aluminum build and the color that makes this collaboration something special. It should be able to play cartridges right out of the box, so let's test that out. This is Spider-Man 2 for a Game Boy Color. The fit might look a bit weird as if it's not secure, but the cartridge is in there, and first impressions, this feels pretty comfortable. Granted, I do have small hands. Look at that screen. That is a great looking screen. Really huge bezel. That could probably be smaller if Analogue ever decided to do a Pocket 2. The bezel could definitely be smaller. But still, those Game Boy Color graphics, or lack thereof, look really good. I'm not noticing any lag, and the game plays well. But I am gonna back out of this now before I get too into it, because there's another game I'd like to test out. Rocket Power Dream Scheme. This is a Game Boy Advance game. Again, the cartridges fit without any trouble. The time it takes to boot these games up is non-existent. So far, the experience has been seamless, and that is huge. I'm gonna turn the volume up for just a second so you can get an idea of the audio quality. There's also a headphone jack, which is clutch because I mostly use headphones. The reason why I wanted to pop in Rocket Power Dream Scheme really quickly is because I have the same game loaded onto my Miyoo Mini Plus. So this is a side-by-side of the Analogue Pocket and the Miyoo Mini Plus, a $500 device or a $540 device and an $80 device side by side. One screen is a little bit warmer, the Analogue Pocket, but side by side, you can see they're not all that different. The Supreme Analogue Pocket does come with one of the Analogue Pocket hard shell clear cases, another fingerprint magnet if I say so myself. This thing is pretty cool. It's just a clear hard shell case. I'm sure that it would look very cool on a desk or on a shelf for display purposes. Analogue normally sells these things for $30. It's one of the many Analogue Pocket accessories. And as nice as it is, it's a cool case. I'm not sure that I would pay $30 for it had it not come included. No, I definitely wouldn't pay $30 for this. I would actually prefer a hard shell case that was lined with a softer material on the inside, something that I could just throw in my bag. So I did order one along with a 3D printed cartridge that's gonna just act as a kind of dust repellent or dust cover for the Analogue Pocket when I don't have a cartridge inside. One major thing to mention is that the Analogue Pocket does not come with a micro SD card, and I mention all of these different accessories because while I had the planning and the forethought of having looked into the Analogue Pocket prior to purchasing, for someone who purchased this on a whim, I wouldn't be surprised if they were a little disappointed, because it's kind of like when you get the gift that you wanted on Christmas and then you realize that you don't have the right batteries for it. It's important for me to mention because I do think potential buyers should understand that the $250, $500, or even $750 that you spend on your device might not be the end of what you spend on your Analogue Pocket experience. There's a dock, controllers, a number of adapters, and other little things that really start to add up. The Analogue Pocket has gotten a few updates since it was released, the most notable being openFPGA, which basically means that the device can now play games beyond what it originally supported. You're not limited to just playing the cartridges that you have or that you can carry around, which is really good because after using the Miyoo Mini Plus for a couple of years, I am very spoiled now in terms of having a ton of different games at my fingertips. I have a modest and growing physical game collection, but I know that retro gaming can be a very expensive hobby, so I like not being limited to playing just the cartridges that I can physically get my hands on. If all you want to do is play old games, you have a ton of options out there, and the vast majority of them are cheaper than the Analogue Pocket. The Analogue Pocket is already a pretty niche product, and a Supreme collaboration makes that product even more niche. It's for someone who can appreciate what Analogue is doing in the space of retro gaming while also having an interest or a love for Supreme that is enough to pay a premium for the design and the collectability. That is not everyone, But unfortunately for my bank account, it is me. I know there are people who purchase this device and it'll sit in a box on a shelf for its entire lifetime. And it's just cool for them to have it. That's all that they need out of it. I plan on using this and I am very happy with my purchase. Could the shipping have been better? Yes. Is there a little rattling sound when I shake it or even when I'm not quite shaking it? Yes, but I think that can be fixed with just a little screwdriver. I do plan on coming back with another video in a few months to update you all. So if you have any questions in regard to longer term use or anything that I didn't cover in this video, drop it below in the comment section. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, like, comment, subscribe, show a small YouTuber some love. I would really appreciate it. And I will check y'all out in the next one.